Yo, what's up? This is my YouTube page. Leave a comment, write a review, ask a question. I will write you back. A lot of the times, I will write you back. Welcome to my YouTube page. Moving on to September.
Mm-hmm.
September 2022 got off to a fun start when the greatest stickman ever, the greatest coxman of all time, Leonardo DiCaprio, broke up with his girlfriend, and the internet went crazy.
She was too old, right? He's got that cut off at 25, right?
That's what they say. And the fact that this is the only, like, things are so PC, Twitter, TikTok, this, that, and the third. They're going off on a guy who, I've said this once, I've said this before. The worst thing you could say about Leonardo DiCaprio is that he likes young girls. Likes young women.
Young women. You can't say young girl. Don't put that out there.
Young women.
Yeah.
Young women. Younger women. And the guy donates so much money.
Of course.
He minds his business. He donates money that we know about. He donates millions that we don't know about. Like, he's been in so many films with so many actors, so many directors. Nobody's got anything bad to say about him. There's no Christian Bale freakouts on the set.
No, there are. Yeah,
and the only thing you can say is he likes Victoria's Secret models. Shoot me.
Right.
Shoot me. If that's the worst thing you got on DiCaprio, come on.
He's doing okay. I mean, maybe it's not for everybody, but I don't know what he has to talk about with these young women.
Hey, don't worry. He has to figure it out.
Okay.
I mean, what do you have to talk about? I don't see you some sort of like great conversationalist.
Well, what do you mean? I feel like I'm a good conversationalist. You don't know how I am with women. Like, you've never seen me with women, or...
No, we've heard about you being a great conversationalist, and we've also heard about you being a great cuddler. These are all self-proclamations.
Very sarcastically, though.
These are all self-proclamations.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'll try and get it on tape next time. I'll try and record someone saying it so you can believe it.
I think you're a great conversationalist.
I think you're a great planker. I think that you can absolutely do a 6-minute plank. I've never seen it. No one's seen it for that matter, but I think you're fantastic.
No problem. No problem, homie.
It is no problem.
No problem.
Maybe it might be a problem.
No problem, homie. We're going to do that.
We're all waiting to see it.
No problem. Captain Picks, the company turned 1, which is crazy. 1 year of Captain Picks, and we won our fantasy football drafts. Then we did one of my favorite podcasts that we've done on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, you and I, in September, the 20 sickest documentaries of all time, the sick documentaries hosted by you and me. We broke it down to the bone.
We really did. We prepped for that. There was research involved in that. We broke it down. I think we had some great picks. What did we do? 5 each?
10 each.
10 each.
20 of them. And we had some doubles, but I think that's like a very, very, very thorough, descriptive, passionate, well thought out description and breakdown of what we called the 20 sickest documentaries of all time. The podcast is up. You should listen to it. You should re-listen to it. We're going to do the next 20 sickest of all time.
Part 2.
That was a great, what is it?
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah,
or is it redo?
No, it's not redo. It's part 2.
Do?
Part 2.
Okay. Then we went to Vancouver.
That was fun.
We had a good trip there.
Yeah, and you know what stands out in my mind is and we've talked about this, but the one thing that stands out in my mind of that entire trip is, well, not that we were next to the boats. We were like next to boats.
The boats would not stop.
Honking their horns, and you were like, shut the f up.
You too.
We
were trying to nap.
No,
those boats were driving us crazy.
But I think the best part of that entire trip is getting...
Was it me taking you for a good meal?
No, I mean, those were great. We
had some good meals in Vancouver.
We had some great meals.
Was it us going for a nice walk?
No, it definitely wasn't the walk.
Well,
I forgot about the walk.
What's the best thing about Vancouver?
I was going to say when we got in an Uber, and I'm blanking on his name. I wish I knew his name, but he took us first. He took us around the town, and then we wound up in a gas station, and he said he needed to get gas, and then he said, go inside and go get some snacks for yourselves. That guy was so cool. We had a great time with him.
That was your favorite part?
Yeah, it was just like us three. We were bonding. I felt like we were in like Harold and Kumar or something. Like out of the town.
He was tight.
Yeah,
he was tight.
He was tight.
In September, I'll let you take this because you know we know your British lineage.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth passed?
I don't want to take that because I'm not that involved in the royal family. My family was like really heartbroken about it.
Well, your family being British was what?
It's true. I mean, my dad said he'd never cared about it, but my dad's like 67 years old. It's all he's known since he was a baby, is Queen Elizabeth. And my mom, they're still talking about it.
They're still talking about the Queen?
Talking about the Queen. And
Let her rest.
Let her rest. And like you said, they were like moving her body, like they
they had her on tour. Like, yo, is she fumigated? Like,
what's up?
They got the embalming fluid. Like, let the Queen rest for once and for all. Let her live. Let her rest.
I'm not. Listen, I don't know. I really don't. Look, it is very sad, but she was. What,
do your
97?
British accent.
I'm not going to do a British accent because. Okay, I can't really do it.
You can do a British accent.
I don't think so.
You do a good British.
My favorite color is blue, isn't it?
my favorite color is orange, isn't it? So the Queen passed.
Yes,
and listen, they were saying that she was they had her cloned the last 9 years of her life.
Really?
That's what they're saying. That it wasn't even the real Queen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And they had her propped up in those hats. Like, she looked so tired the last few years of her life.
She almost looked like Cadaver Joe a little bit.
She made Cadaver Joe look like...
They were propping her up, huh?
She made Cadaver Joe look like Brad Pitt and Thelma Louise.
Yeah.
Okay? Also in September, Ime Udoka, Boston Celtics coach, got suspended for a year for disrespecting... Talk about a queen. Ime Udoka disrespected Nia Long. And in 2022, for the fact that all the messy details of that haven't come out, I don't know how they haven't come out, because in 2022, everything comes out. But he got suspended for a year on the heels of bringing the Boston Celtics to the finals and really contending versus the Golden State Warriors. I don't know what's going to happen to his career, but we salute the great Nia Long. And when we were talking about Nia Long in the last time we brought this up, you infamously on a podcast said,
well, that was the first time I'm very, what month are we in right now?
We were in September.
I'm very thankful for September because that was my introduction to who Nia Long was.
Right.
I didn't know who that was, but that's okay. Like, you don't know certain people. I don't know.
Let's go over the, why don't you go over the list of people and things you haven't known on this podcast?
No, that's okay. We don't need to do that.
Paulie Walnuts?
I know about Paulie Walnuts. I told you I watched The Sopranos, man. It took me a minute.
Nia Long,
13 years late to the party.
What's the other big three?
Saturday Night Fever. I know about it. Well, you want me to do a John Travolta marathon? I've seen Grease. What do you want me to do? How would I? Who would?
That was
how
not
do I
good.
know Nia Long? By the way, what have I seen Nia Long in? What if? I mean, seriously, what if I?
She's
I'm
been
32
in
years old.
80 movies.
Okay, like what's the number one that I would have seen her in?
80 movies.
Okay, but what's the number one? Because now I'm out. Now
she's in The Best Man.
Never heard of it.
Love Jones. She's in Boys in the Hood. I mean,
you're right. Boys in the Hood.
One of the bad boy movies. I mean, she's in tons.
Boys in the Hood for sure. I do love Boys in the Hood.
Okay. Also in September, Brett Favre was allegedly stealing Mississippi welfare fund money. Fuck you. Brett Favre was the grimiest shit. And I banged on his ass. Real nice and real proper. That video.
Ew.
Matter of fact, let's show that video to remind people what I did when Brett Favre. Brett Favre's, he's a shit bag. This is the video of me banging on Brett Favre's ass. Real nice.
And real proper?
There we go. Brett Favre, one-time Super Bowl winner, 3-time MVP, and first-team all-disgraceful behavior. You're a disgrace, Brett Favre. Put on your Wrangler jeans, walk into the desert or the jungle, and never return, you loser. You made millions of dollars playing quarterback in the NFL, yet you still tried to siphon millions of dollars from Mississippi's welfare fund to pay for a volleyball center at your old college for your daughter. You knew it was wrong. Though you claim you didn't know that was wrong? Are you dumb? Monday Night Football star, now Monday Night F-boy. For those who are unaware, Mississippi is not one of the wealthier states in the United States, which even makes this worse. What if this was Warren Moon or Randall Cunningham. We're more worried about the Celtics coach cheating. This needs to get more coverage. Shame on you, Brett Farve. Shame on all you people that aren't covering this. Brett Farve, let me tell you something. Go away. Go away. Don't show your face at any NFL this, any NFL that. They should take him out of the Hall of Fame. If they did that to Pete Rose, they should take you out. You're a pig. You're a pile of crap. You deserve nothing. Never show your face again in public, Brett Favre. So that happened with Brett Favre in September. And then, of course, miserable Marjorie Taylor Greene. She got divorced. She announced her divorce in September, and that lucky...
Oh, my God.
That lucky guy finally got away from that. Talk about a ball and chain. Talk about a ball and chain, being married to Marjorie. I think he put in 20 joints. That's a life sentence.
Waking up next to that every morning.
I mean, stinking. I mean, imagine like waking up next to that stinking, smelling, burping. Like if she, I mean, just that's like literally like waking up next to a farm animal. That poor guy who was married to her. Thank you for your service, man. Now take her to the zoo and drop her off. Let her live the rest of her life on a farm somewhere.
But wasn't she like, and she was like banging half the employees at CrossFit or something? The
Allegedly.
CrossFit gym that she owned? Allegedly.
Allegedly. She was doing some things. And then we had October, which was nuts. Because the top of October, that's when it all went bad. It all went down. You're bringing me up. And it all went... Kanye West.
We don't even want to sing that. We're trying to get that off of Spotify. When Kanye comes on in my car now, I skip.
Skip it.
I skip.
I can't listen to you, homie.
We're still talking about him.
I can't listen to you, homie. I can't listen to you. I can't rocks with you anymore. I can't.
And that hurts to say. I mean... Damn.
But in October, this is just October, that's when he wore the White Lives Matter shirt at the fashion shows in Europe. I believe it was Paris. And he brought his date. His plus one was Candace Owens. And then soon after that, kooky Kanye West said he was going to go DEFCON 3. Not DEFCON. DEFCON 3 on Jewish people on Twitter. And then doubled down. He went on the Drink Champs. A couple of days after that, in October, this is when Draymond Green Superman punched his teammate Jordan Poole in the face. And Draymond, out of all the people that you punched, you punched little Jordan Poole, who's got a mustache like El DeBarge. Shame on you. Shame on you. And the ramifications of you punching little Jordan Poole in his face with his little mustache, I think the Golden State Warriors are still suffering from friction, and I think that team, the camaraderie of that team has suffered after you punched little Jordan Poole. And Draymond Green, just the other night, somebody allegedly threatened his life, and he got the guy thrown out of the game. So we want to protect Draymond Green and all the players, but we also want to protect the teammates of Draymond Green.
That's true. You got to.
Right?
Absolutely. And Draymond just sucks. And he's just so obnoxious.
And then in October, it seems like a while ago, that's when Kyrie Irving got suspended for the Nets for posting the link of that documentary saying that the Holocaust didn't happen and that white Jews are not Jews. And then, of course, I had a marvelous trip to BravoCon.
I heard all about that. That sounded epic.
Let me tell you something. BravoCon, Reality Housewives, reality TV, The Real Housewives, and that trip, I will book my spot again at BravoCon 2023. It was so much fun meeting them. And now that you're in the mix of reality TV, if you saw like your reality TV stars that you love, your
my 90 Day Fiancé cast.
Who's your favorite people on my 90 Day Fiancé?
100% it goes to, well, it's before the 90 Day Fiancé, Gino and Jasmine. Jasmine is Oh, man, you really missed that season. That is incredible television. But I heard Real Housewives takes a little bit to get into. There's so many seasons. Like I haven't dove into that, but is it kind of a slow burn? Like
no,
it's not.
Every episode gives you something.
So many though.
There is so many, and there is a lot of backstory because they've been going so far. But the Real Housewives of everywhere, that's the top.
Yeah,
that is the top. But the question that I asked you, if you ran into your favorite reality TV stars at like Star, would you bug out?
I would definitely bug out for sure.
Like who would you bug out the most to see?
I don't know. I've been watching Temptation Island a lot lately. I started
and you've been around a lot of famous people.
Yeah, no, but it's different. It is a different level of excitement when you're seeing a reality show, like
because you get like a 360 degree, like I don't know.
It's different. It's completely different. You see all aspects of them, just all the drama. But I don't know. I highly recommend Temptation Island,
and I highly recommend if you get a chance going to BravoCon. And then in October we also had the when these people started going to the museum and attacking paintings with tomato soup, taping themselves to the museum, and these climate activists, and it looked like they had ruined the beautiful Van Gogh painting, the sunflower painting, and then crazy glued their hands to the wall. And nothing happened to them.
Yeah, because there was screen protected. It
doesn't matter, man.
I know it's the principle of it, but how come there was no security just like body slamming them to the ground?
I don't know. They're too nice. They start talking to them in French.
Yeah, and then that's it. It just sounds nice. And
it sounds
okay,
like French,
stay.
like oh cheese, like oui, like oh de cat, like, and it's like it doesn't body slam them, kick them.
Right.
Be a security guard, bro.
What happened with them? Do we even know what the ramifications were with
nothing? Nothing bad. Nothing big. Nothing bad. Then of course we had Stephen Smudge Bannon sentenced to jail. We've banged on Smudge.
I mean, we should play the rant. I mean, that's another. We could play the roast of Steve Bannon at this point.
Let's do that. Right now is one of the great moments of the last 2-3 years of I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Me and the young shooter roasting Stephen the Smudge Bannon. 99.9% of the people that pop shit to me on social media, they're mad because Pig Dick Donald Trump lost, which brings us to Steve Bannon. This guy.
Oh, my God.
Look at this fucking guy who looks like he's literally eating himself from within.
He looks like he's decomposing. If COVID-19 had a face, it would be Steve Bannon.
You look like a shit smear on the bottom of a fresh pair of Jordans.
Someone hit rock bottom face first. And why can I smell him through that photo?
Why don't you go to Kiehl's and get a whole facial cleansing set?
Because you have mold on the side of your face. There's like actual crust that I've seen.
You got black mold on your shit. Get yourself a moisturizer. Tell them, say, yo, you want one of everything.
Where are those lips? Where did
Why
they go?
the two shirts? I don't care if you put a tuxedo on. There's nothing you can do.
And he looks like why the FBI created watch lists. Don't put your drink down next to that guy.
And if you come across Steve Bannon where you're in 12 to 20 feet, shower. And we're back. And then Kanye West continued generalizing the Jewish people, and the 405 incident happened.
What was the 405?
Remember when they were on the 405 with the signs?
Yeah.
Kanye, that wasn't cool.
That was scary. That's when you knew, like, what he said really,
And that's the thing, like, the trickle-down effect of the anti-Semitism from these big voices, Kyrie, from these big voices, Kanye West, and so forth and so on. That 405 thing was not
scary.
dope.
People are listening to you, man. You're like a legend, and then you got standing on the 405 being like, Kanye was right. We also hate the Jews. It's like, it's 2022. What is happening?
Yeah, what is you doing? And then Jake Paul fought Anderson Silva.
I knew that outcome. You were wrong again. That's how.
What's that?
Wrong again. I don't think. Have you ever predicted a fight that you're right about? I mean, genuinely, have you?
Not with Jake Paul. Not with Jake Paul.
Never. And I tell you every time you're going into it, don't bet on Jake Paul. Or no, don't bet on
whoever else
is fighting Jake Paul.
My wife told me the same thing. She said, I don't want to hear it.
Hey,
I don't want to hear about the
screen. You're a dummy at that point. You're a dummy. Fool you once, shame on you. Fool you twice. What did George Bush say? Because I'm with him on that.
Fool you once, shame
on you. fool you twice, shame on me, and fool me 3 times. You're not going to do that because I'm not going to get fooled a 3rd time.
He said that?
He said something along those lines back in 2002, I think.
Was he president in 2002?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was
no.
Ill Bill Clinton.
In 2002?
It's all melded together.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Bill Clinton?
Okay. All right. Just asking.
Damn.
Only bad question is the one you don't ask.
That's true.
Yo, I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment, write a review, ask a question, and I will do my best to get back to you. I appreciate you watching this on my YouTube page.